hopefully you'll be able to see and hear. But if you could only just see, then we're halfway there. If you can't hear, then that's a different story. Just wanted to share this with you. It's part of what needs to be done whenever a property owner hires me to represent them in selling their property, in this case in San Francisco. And what I need to do and or have the right folks helping me do is inputting data. Essentially, that's what this is, inputting data. So what's the data that we need to input? Parcel number, if there are photos, put the photos in. It sometimes auto-populates the addresses and the information that are based on a parcel number, and that's this that I just put here. You probably won't see it. And then it pops up or propagates the information for that particular property. In this case, including the PIN for the map. And if that's the one that we're using, we just continue to the listing, and that's as simple as that gets. So this is part of what needs to happen, but again, that's just the start. The rest is the tedious part. And I call it that only because there's a lot of steps to accomplish what all the social platforms require. Zillow, Redfin, Trulia, Compass, Match My House. Any of those platforms that use this service, which is IDX, requires that all this information is input according to their guidelines. So what's that? Is it coming soon? We'll put coming soon. If it's on the market now, we'll put it on the market presently. Property subtype, it's a single family residence. That's what it is. So it automatically would default to that, but it's asking for a confirmation of that. Is it attached, detached? This one is an interesting little house. It's detached on all sides, but the front of it is most of the original parcel. The back is where it sits on the parcel. So the backyard of the back neighbor is a yard, but not theirs. And the ones to the next door on both sides are yards. So again, it's surrounded by yards, but if it's for the sake of saying what can be there, it's a San Francisco standard lot of about 25 by 100, a little bit less or a little bit more. I would have to give you the specifics there. But you might be able to put a nice duplex. Why? Because there are some properties in that area that have more than one dwelling unit. And of course, you would have to spend some money to do so. So those are parts of what's going on with this particular property. But I wanted to share this with you while I'm doing the input. And the input, like I said before, it's a little bit tedious. Why? Because if I have to go back here and look up information about the property as we had it, because this has been on the market several times over, I can see that the last time that we had it, last May, we had it for $524,999. So, with that said, this is the price that we go here. And once we do that, it asks us for the next item. And again, I'm not going to bore you with all this detail. Just sharing with you a little glimpse of how close it is done. And part of that is to take it step by step when I do what I'm doing, as I'm doing right now. So with this said, I will put in some dates here. And we're going to go into the coming year. Can you believe that? 2026 is right around the corner. So that would be the finishing period. The type of a listing agreement is an exclusive right to sell, and on and on and on. So again, not to bore you with all that detail, I just want to have you see what it takes to put a listing in the multiple listing service. This is just one page of multiple pages, and as you can see, it runs and runs and runs and runs. Most of this is information that we secure from the property. Some of it is information we secure from you. Some of it is what the districts put out whether it's in their websites or in their public domains. Others are builder notes that were submitted when it went into building. Others are years of construction. This one in particular, in one place, it says that it was built in 1916. I'm going to look here and I will tell you what this place says it was built. This one says, doesn't have the year it was built. Let's see from the general description. It says year built 1916. So if we go with that and you see this here, this is the property. And once we have it formally, then you'll be able to get more information specific to that. And again, that's part of the detail of what I'm sharing with you. How much information goes in is the information that we're able to put ourselves. A little bit archaic, if you ask me, but that's still the way it gets done. And some of these companies that benefit from that, like I mentioned before, Zillow, Redfin, and companies, including Max My House, that has access to what they call the IDX, Internet Data Exchange, access to this information that I'm inputting right now. So I figured, let me share that with you as well. All right, until next time, let me continue with my job here, and you'll see some of that at the other end. And I apologize for all that emotion, but that's the way it works. That's the house right there. 566 Athens, not 567 like it says on the screen. That's Google's mistake, but it'll be fixed. Till next time.